Hiring a lawyer can be really an intimidating experience for many people. Hi, I'm Darren Findling from QuietTitle.com. We're going to spend a little bit of time discussing what it means to hire a lawyer and how you, as a consumer or potential client, can really help evaluate whether the lawyer is the right person for you. So first of all, in the quiet title context, as a lawyer, we are always willing to meet with people and evaluate their particular title issues well before we ever ask somebody to come into our office. So people all day long are sending us title commitments and title documents for us to review to give us a basic assessment of whether there is something viable upon which they could proceed to clean up the title. Most importantly is that lawyer that you're working with should have a really good understanding of laws relating to title related issues and have a tremendous experience resolving this. So there is a huge difference between a lawyer who just kind of dabbles in this and does it once in a while versus a lawyer who commits their practice to this work and has really seen so many different files of this sort. So for example, in our office, doing this over 25 years, and the lawyers in our team have seen so many title problems that they fall into certain categories, and we've seen repeats on these types of issues such that everything isn't novel to us. They're actually quite normal. The second thing is to establish a really good, healthy rapport. We call that an alliance or good, healthy communication, because when you're a client, you want to know what it is that's going on in your file, an assessment of how your file is proceeding, the timeline upon which your matter is moving forward, and good, healthy communication with that lawyer is really critical to any success. It's like the bedside manner you have with your physician. If you don't feel comfortable with that lawyer being able to effectively communicate what's going on in your file at any given time, probably not the right person for you, as well as that lawyer giving you really clear understanding of timelines and expectations of the process. The more they can explain that to you, the more confidence you have in that lawyer has great experience doing the work. Now, at our office, we get retained and hired by clients, not just all over the country, but all over the world, because they often are investing in our communities, but they don't live in this particular space. So we have technology that's available to be able to evaluate their title issue and then communicate throughout the process, whether it be using our payment system in which a client doesn't have to physically come into our office to pay us, or our DocuSign or electronic signing process to allow clients to sign documents without physically having to come in, as well as all the other forms of communication tools to make sure that we're able to effectively communicate with our clients throughout the entire process. Now, with a quiet title action, often these are procedural in nature, and there's not a lot of court involvement unless there's a litigation file going on. So often the client is sitting at home or in their office kind of waiting for these key time steps to occur within the timeline so that they ultimately get a judgment at the conclusion of this work. And really being able to understand that timeline in advance as well as through the process is critical. If you've got questions, I'm now fighting a train that's coming by. If you've got questions about quiet title work, happy to answer them. Happy to communicate all of the steps relating to this process. 877 your firm, or visit us at QuietTitle.com.